Hi, my name is Brian, and I donated my kidney to my aunt on 2017. So my aunt, she just became old enough to basically step outside of what was allowed age-wise on the donor list. So I think she was 63, and I think the cutoff was like 60. Either way, she was looking for a donor, and I didn't think much about kidney disease until she reached out to me and I did more research. I mean, obviously, it was prompted from being able to help her, but when I learned about functions of the kidney and what it took to get to the top of the donor list and how it can affect the body and what dialysis does, it immediately caused me to want to help. So I ultimately decided to donate my kidney because I, number one, knew that my aunt needed help. She was already having a hard time finding a donor. And when I learned how kind of how routine the procedures were and how easy it was in a sense, then the next step was just basically finding a way to make sure I was healthy and I was the right candidate. So helping was number one, two, the accessibility, and three, the understanding of how routine it was made it easy for me to donate. I think there's like natural concerns when going into a large operation, large surgery. And one of those concerns is like lifestyle change and how could one kidney affect my normal life? And I was pretty active, so that was kind of scary for me to think that I wouldn't be able to exercise or take care of my body. Or I'm a big sports guy, so I play a lot of sports still. And luckily, they made me understand obviously there's some body healing stuff that needs to happen and some precautions you need to take to protect your now one kidney. But other than that, I'm living a very normal life. And what helped me get through that was education, just understanding that I wasn't the first and I won't be the last. And I met some other donors who are living very normal lives, and it showed me that, yeah, it wasn't going to be an issue. So as I was being rolled into the operating room, I felt the best moment after my surgery was to wake up and to see my wife and family there next to me and to hear that my aunt's surgery went well as well. And that's huge because, I mean, I guess there's a partial fear inside of you that, you know, that the kidney might not take on her end and maybe your sacrifice might go in vain. But that, seriously, there's a lot of joy on the end knowing that you made this this move towards purpose and helping out somebody that could really, really use your help. So yeah, that was the best moment. My recovery was, I'm sure, like everybody else's. They said it was pretty routine. Every time I checked up with the doctor, they said I was moving pretty quickly back to recovery. I had lost a little bit of weight moving towards the surgery, and that weight didn't take long to come back, back to normal eating, and just made me, if anything, a little bit more aware of like my diet, how to take care of myself, and I was back to my normal self probably within, I would say within months, 5 to 6 months. I was like actually playing basketball again. Within a month, I was walking normal. 2 months, I was running. I just was getting a little bit tired, fatigue easier, and I think that's normal when you allow yourself to not exercise for a while. But otherwise, back to my normal self pretty quickly, and yeah, I didn't think any anything that was like abnormal. I mean, normal surgery pain, and yeah, back to normal now. What I learned about myself was that I was capable of doing something beyond me, bigger than me. I think it's like a very normal thing in life to think that you can't make an impact And not saying that like you need to like donate an organ to make an impact, but I think if there's one thing I learned through this process was that something that I mean, literally something that you possess something inside of you that you don't need, and somebody else could live because of it. Like the fact, I mean, that's a metaphor for life. If anything, it's like you have something inside of you that is not being used, and there's somebody that could like live because of a choice that you make. And how powerful and beautiful is that notion that you could do that and continue to do that in other realms. If donations are not one of them, you have something inside of you that somebody needs. So that's what I learned. The best advice I could give someone who is thinking about being a living donor is educate yourself through the process. The more I educated myself about what was going to go on, the more secure I felt. It was always going to be a yes, but obviously the hospital is going to do their part to make sure that you're the right fit. So make sure you do your part to make sure that your mind is right and your intentions are set, that you educate yourself on what you'll be going through the process so that you don't so that you feel good about it as well. I think the giving part is sometimes the easy part because you want out, but the nerves and anxiety around the thought of the surgery and so forth might take you into weird places. So knowledge is power in a situation like this. Read up, watch some videos, and go on forums like this that of people that have been there. And let me tell you, it's the best thing. So, yep, and that's it.